The Ontario government's decision to abolish free tuition for students from a family earning less than $50,000 a year is wrong-headed. Making education a reality for those who truly cannot pay is not only indicative of a civilized society, it makes terrific economic sense. But within that announcement is something wonderfully refreshing that has run under the radar. It's the elimination of mandatory student fees. To be clear, I am not talking about tuition, but those fees upwards of $2,000 that each student must pay to support student councils, campus groups, and student newspapers. Seemingly pretty innocuous stuff. But it is not always innocent. Sometimes it is galling what hard-pressed students have heretofore been forced to fund. Fees for athletic purposes and health programs will still be mandatory, but students will no longer have to support groups with which they disagree. Instead, they're going to get to choose which programs and causes they want to contribute to. For example, several schools, including York and the University of Victoria, have student groups that contribute to the Unistoten Camp, a group of radicals in northern BC who claim that our federal and provincial governments regularly violate Canadian and international law with energy resources. That doesn't have a lot to do with student affairs. Other student councils, including Ryerson's, have supported the movement to boycott Israel. Why should anybody with limited resources be forced to subsidize a political movement they do not support? York's Graduate Student Association, with a Marxist logo of a clenched fist fighting for whatever, surely does not represent the majority of students ready to get out into the capitalistic workplace. With budgets of $3 to $4 million, these student councils are a power unto themselves. The student press, always wary of losing their free lunch, is mobilizing, characterizing this move as an attack on our democracy. But it is not very democratic to be forced to support radical causes just in order to be able to register for classes. For too long, these fees have had nothing to do with lessons or classes, but now they will have a lesson in accountability. These groups benefiting from these fees will have to convince their peers that they are worthwhile. And that is a course in life of which one just can't get enough.